Hi, I'm Chris Rainwaters, your favorite real estate witch and transition specialist. Today, I'd like to share with you my story. So, I've come to see my life as a series of transitions. Always moving, always adapting, always trying to fit into spaces that didn't quite feel like they were meant for me. Growing up, I was the perpetual new kid, moving from school to school and community to community. As a matter of fact, I attended 2 different elementary schools, 2 different middle schools, and 2 different high schools. And nope, we were not military, although I am married to a veteran now, but that's neither here nor there. Every move was like hitting reset, and it shaped me in ways I didn't fully understand at the time. I became a chameleon, someone who could blend in anywhere, but also who was terrified to truly stand out because I didn't want to get eaten, obviously. I've always loved solving puzzles, whether they were tangible or more abstract. That drew me to the automotive industry, where I started as a technician after earning my degree in automotive technology. I loved the challenge of diagnosing problems, taking apart what was broken, and putting it back together in a way that made it work smoothly again. So good. When I became a service advisor, I thought that I'd found stability in my lifetime career. But the automotive industry is a male-dominated world, and I felt like I had to toughen up and play by their rules in order to survive. So over my 18-year career, I faced sexual harassment and assault multiple times, threats, verbal abuse, and relentless pressure to prioritize work above all else, especially my health. I became someone I didn't recognize. I mimicked the toxic masculinity around me because I thought that's just how life worked. But the truth was, I was dying inside. My health started to deteriorate. At the time, I didn't know that I had a gene mutation that made it impossible for my body to detox heavy metals and an undiagnosed food allergy. I was constantly inhaling exhaust fumes at work, and my body became overloaded with chromium. My career was literally killing me in more ways than one, and I had no idea. I began experiencing severe panic attacks, blackouts, and there would be episodes where I would lose track of time. So some days I would come to curled up on the floor in the corner of my office, struggling to breathe with tears streaming down my face. It was awful and horribly embarrassing. My body was breaking down, my mind was unraveling, and to make matters worse, later I found out that it was actually eroding parts of my brain away. Yeah, brain damage. So fun, right? But what truly brought me to my knees was losing my sense of self-worth. I tied my value to how much I could endure, how much I could achieve, and how well I could hide my struggles. And I was so good at my job. I was one of the top service advisors in the country. But for me, it just wasn't sustainable. I eventually hit a breaking point and was fired while on disability. It felt like the ultimate betrayal, but looking back, it was the moment that forced me to confront everything that I had been running from. The journey to healing, it was really messy, and I'd love to tell you that it was a quick fix, but it took me 5 years of trial, error, and so much frustration and tears to find my way. My search for healing became a journey of self-discovery, a deep dive into practices and tools that promised transformation, but it wasn't an easy path. I threw myself into chiropractic neurology, detox protocols, meditation courses, obscure exercises, and pretty much anything you can think of. I spent thousands of dollars and countless hours chasing what I thought was the answer. But the deeper I went, the more I realized just how imbalanced and sometimes ridiculous so many of these tools felt. Luckily, the darkness didn't just consume me, it began to wake me up. It was during this time that Hecate, the goddess of transformation, called to me. She is the torchbearer, the guide through darkness, and her presence was unmistakable. I couldn't ignore it anymore. She shone a light on all the things I'd buried, all the fears I'd refused to face, and all the potential that I'd been too afraid to embrace. Looking at those things was hard. I was disgusted with myself and what I had become. Through Hecate, I learned the power of embodying archetypes. When you embrace the energy and characteristics of a powerful figure like Hecate, you borrow their strength and gain the ability to walk paths you never thought was possible. Hecate's guidance wasn't gentle. She doesn't coddle. She pushes you to face your shadows head on. But through her, I found a path, not just to healing, but to transformation. I realized that the blocks we think we have aren't walls, they're knots. And like any knot or puzzle, they can be untangled with the right tools and perspective. That's how the Ritual of Light was born. It's a balanced practice that combines everything I learned through my own healing journey. It's designed to illuminate your shadows, untangle your energetic knots, and strengthen your brain, mind, body, energy, and spirit. It's about reclaiming your power and stepping into the truest version of yourself. Today, I'm a transition specialist. Whether it's guiding someone through the physical transition of buying or selling a home, or helping them navigate the emotional and energetic shifts within themselves, I've made it my mission to empower others. My own life has been a series of transitions, and I've learned that the only way out is through. In embodying Hecate's archetype, I've become my own torchbearer, shining a light for others as they navigate their own paths of transformation. So, if you're standing at a crossroads, feeling stuck or unsure of your next step, know this: you are not broken and you are not alone. You hold the power to transform your life, and I'm here to help you uncover it. Whether it's through the Ritual of Light, tarot readings, a personalized custom ritual, or even finding you the perfect home, I'm here to guide you. But only you can actually walk the path. Your journey is sacred and it's yours to claim. Let's rise together. Are you ready?